FedRAMP authorization can take months, hours of documentation, and deep expertise in over 300 NIST security controls. Not all development teams have that on staff. This is Compass, a voice-driven AI assistant that guides a security architect through a complete FedRAMP assessment. Compass is a compliance mapping and policy assessment speech system, a FedRAMP compliance voice agent powered by Gemini 2.5 Pro Live. Compass runs entirely on Google Cloud. The conversational core uses Gemini Live API, which is true bidirectional audio that's interruptible mid-sentence. 4 ADK or Agent Development Kit sub-agents handle classification, control mapping, gap analysis, and OSCAL generation. The full NIST 853 catalog lives in Vertex AI vector search, and everything writes to Firestore in real time. Now for the demo. I'm building a cloud-based citizens benefit portal called Civic Portal for a federal agency. It's hosted on AWS GovCloud. The system collects social security numbers, tax records, and healthcare eligibility data from citizens. It integrates with IRS and HHS APIs. We use Postgres SQL on RDS for storage, S3 for document uploads, a Python backend, a React frontend, and about 2 million citizens will use it annually. No forms, no checkboxes. Compass extracts the system name, data types, and architecture from natural speech.
Thank you for that overview of the Civic Portal. It's clear this is a critical system with sensitive data. I've noted AWS GovCloud as the host, and Postgres on RDS, S3, Python, and React as core components, with IRS and HHS integrations. The collection of SSNs and tax records immediately drives the confidentiality impact to high for FIPS 199 classification. However, to accurately classify the impact of the healthcare eligibility data, could you clarify whether this is clinical, EHR, or purely administrative for scheduling or billing? Based on the FIPS 199 high watermark, the Civic Portal is classified as high and must comply with the FedRAMP high baseline.
Compass classifies Civic Portal as FedRAMP high. All 410 applicable baseline controls are instantly preloaded into the Controls tab. No spreadsheet, no manual lookup. So there was one thing that I wanted you to notate as a gap. I know that multi-factor authentication is required, but we're currently using username and password.
That is indeed a critical gap for a FedRAMP high system. The relevant control is IA2, Identification and Authentication. For FedRAMP High, IA2 requires strong multi-factor authentication for all users, both privileged and non-privileged. Relying solely on username and password poses a significant risk of compromised credentials and unauthorized access to sensitive data. A clear remediation step is to implement and validate a FIPS 142 compliant MFA solution across all user tiers.
Okay, notate that as a gap and let's continue.
Understood. I have noted the gap for tracking and planning. What is the next area you would like to discuss in the authorization process?
IA2, multi-factor authentication, flagged as a high-risk gap. The finding lands in the Gaps tab. The control ID, the risk level, and the specific remediation steps, documented the moment it's spoken. Compass is also able to generate the OSCAL exports, SSP. You click the export button, it'll generate the SSP, and in the OSCAL tab, it'll have the download button for you to go ahead and download the SSP in OSCAL format. Thanks for watching this video. This is Ivy Produced, and this has been the Compass demo. Until next time.